Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. It's the Thursday edition of Swagbucks Live. We did have some hints on Swag It earlier, posted this morning. We shared about it early on our Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter at Swagbucks Live. Having a good time over there. Or, of course, you can also check the push notification we sent. If you have an area where you get Swag It, you got a push notification. Now, before we start this game, we asked about your pets. And Judith Birkbeck has a 17-year-old shepherd mix. Sounds adorable. I wish I could meet all of these pets. Wander the World has 2 kitties. That's a tabby named Poppy and a Garfield type named Pippin. Does that mean, like, looks like Garfield? Does that mean that your cat hates Mondays and eats lasagna out of the pan? Which of that is it? Saniel Matthew has a pit bull. Love pitties. They're adorable. Emmy Bear has an orange cat named Simba and a fluffy tuxedo cat named, you guessed it, Nala. Simba and Nala together again. Psycho Squirt has a 12-year-old teacup chihuahua. Sounds adorable. CSM 2036 has blue Russian cats. Multiple cats. Sorry, not a cat. Multiple blue Russian cats. LDL Forbes has a 13-year-old half Cocker Spaniel, half Shih Tzu mix. Sounds adorable. I'm trying to picture that mix in my head. I can't quite get it. You know, you never know when a dog is half and half, sort of what traits they get from each side, but generally adorable, like 2 different breeds together. I grew up with a border collie, like a mix. She was a mutt, but mostly border collie, so she looked a little bit like Lassie, but I think even better than a collie. I thought like an improved, like Collie 2.0. Finally, HR Haley has 3 dogs, which Sparky, Brownie, and Biscuit. Hello to all 3 of you. I'm sure you're very good boys/girls, and a turtle named Lil Butt. What's up, Lil Butt? Speaking of butt, it's National Butter Day, so I hope you churn out a win in the Thursday edition of Swagbucks Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. Spread all of your random bits of knowledge on your phone as you play for a piece of today's grand prize. There it is. That's $1,000, my friends. And everyone who can correctly answer these 10 multiple-choice general trivia questions will split it. Now, in this game, you will earn 1 bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1. And that's the case even if you've been eliminated. So, if you get a question wrong, you get eliminated from grand prize contention. Nobody's happy about that, but you keep playing for those bonus SB. But at the end of the game, you will have to claim them in order to keep them. If you leave early, you will get nothing, even if you've won bonus SB. You got to claim them at the end, but it's easy. That's just pressing a button that appears on your screen. Then they're yours automatically that way. But if you win the game, you don't have to claim anything. Your bonus SB are rolled into your share of that $1,000 grand prize. Now, for you newcomers, the first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you have the option to rejoin and give yourself another shot at the grand prize. You can do that using SB. It generally costs 1 SB to rejoin. Or you can use a free rejoin. If you don't have any, you can go to the homepage and click Get More Rejoins and then watch a video to get a free rejoin. It is as simple as that. Now, if you didn't already know, we've been doing 500 SB giveaways in each game, and that continues right now. Here's how it works. Anybody who earns and claims, either by pressing the button or automatically because they won at least 1 SB in today's game, will qualify for the drawing to win 500 SB, and we'll announce the winner from tonight's game at the beginning of tomorrow's game. Speaking of which, I do have the winner from Wednesday's game, and it is T-Best23. Congratulations to you. Your account will be credited after today's game. It will not go to an accredited university. Also, if you're looking for more SB outside of what you win from today's game, click the More Ways to Earn button in the main menu at any time, and you'll be taken to an exclusive offer wall with opportunities to earn SB towards your daily goal. It's always there and worth checking out after the game and anytime a game is not happening. Now, just like butter, these comments are on a roll. Off of your screen, that is. Goodbye, comments, because the game is ready to begin. Let's kick things off right now with question number 1. What is Nerf's tagline? Is it "You won't put your eye out"? It's made of foam. Get it? Or it's Nerf or nothing. Which of those is the actual tagline for Nerf? They've come a long way over the last 50 years, from the ball you could throw inside the house to a series of foam dart guns to footballs. So when it comes to safe play, It's Nerf or nothing. It's Nerf or nothing is the answer. 93% of you, not for nothing, you got that one right. Well done. Moving on to question number 2. Of the 7% of you who were eliminated, pretty much all of you rejoining immediately. We're about to be over 33,000 people in grand prize contention and over 34,500 of you here playing the game. Love to see everyone here playing. So that means not only have a bunch of people who got eliminated come back in, but we had some latecomers who used their rejoin to keep themselves qualified for the grand prize. No shame in that game. Let's move on, shall we, to question number 2. Guess what? Everyone you get right from here on in is worth 1 bonus SB. Here it is, question number 2. Sting was the bassist and lead singer for what band? Is it the Police, the Cars, or the Romantics? Sting. Legendary Sting. The bassist and lead singer for what band? Along with Andy Summers and Stuart Copeland, Sting helped bring new wave post-punk music to the mainstream as the front person for The Police. That's right, The Police is the answer. A do, a da. 95% of you are moving on to question 3. Well done. Only 5% of you eliminated on that one. I never like to see anybody eliminate a game. It just makes me sad. But in this case, I am at least happy to see that so many of you are rejoining, over half of you coming right back in the game. We are on to question number 3 now. It is worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Holden Caulfield is the anti-hero of what novel? Is it Watership Down, Dracula, or Catcher in the Rye? Bonus SB will be yours if you can correctly answer this. Watership Down, Dracula, or Catcher in the Rye. For decades, this has been one of the flagship coming-of-age books, capturing the age where everything seems to be changing and nothing seems to be right. I'm talking about, of course, Catcher in the Rye. Catcher in the Rye is the answer. 92% of you, very well read. You are moving on to the next question. Well done. Of the 8% of you who were eliminated, that's okay. Not everybody can know everything, but I do know that you have the opportunity to rejoin. And if you don't rejoin, that's fine, but stick around and continue to earn bonus SB and then claim them so you qualify for the 500 SB drawing. Okay? Okay. Let's move on to question number 4 now. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is, Q4. A 2014 study concluded that dogs experience what emotion? Is it bashfulness, nostalgia, or jealousy? Might have gotten a hint about this on Swagit. What emotion do they experience? Something tells me we didn't need a scientific study to tell us this one. All you need to do is watch what happens when dogs want all of their owners' attention to know that they experience jealousy. Jealousy is the answer. Ooh, jealousy. 94% of you getting that one right. You know a dog, like if you have pet another dog, your dog will be like, what is going on? What, are you cheating on me? Why? This is, you scratch behind my ears, not behind some random St. Bernard you met at the park. What is this? We're falling apart. Anyway, let's move on, shall we, to question number 5. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Question number 5. Ucaligon is a term for a neighbor who has had what happen to them? They came into money, their house burned down, or they stole from you. Ucaligon is a neighbor who has had what happened to them? The word comes from the Trojan Ucaligon, who had his home destroyed by Achaeans when they racked his city. By Achaeans? Achaeans. They ransacked the city, Ucaligon. He had his home burned down, and that's why it means your neighbor's home has burned down. That's right, 76% of you getting that one right. You knew that fun little piece of vocabulary knowledge. Vocabularians you are. We are halfway through this game, and 24% of you have the opportunity to rejoin right now, by the way. And over 2/3 of you have done just that. We still have over 26,000 people in grand prize contention, and this is the hardest game of the week. You're doing a great job. We still have over 34,300 people who've stuck around, so I don't see a lot of people rage quitting. We don't like that. We want you to stick around, especially because you need to claim your bonus SB so that you can enter that drawing and also have the bonus SB. Let's move on to question number 6 now. We are over halfway done this game. Let us pick up the back half right now. This question is worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Which of the following is not a nickname Shaquille O'Neal gave himself? Is it Shaq Daddy, Shaq Fu, or the Big Fundamental? This is not a nickname he gave himself. Maybe he gave it to someone else, and we'll find out. All three of these monikers do come courtesy of Shaq Diesel, who has self-described himself as quotacious, but one of them was his nickname for another player, Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, who he called the Big Fundamental. The Big Fundamental is the answer. 83% of you getting that one right. Well done. And if you are a basketball fan and you appreciate basketball, those Spurs teams were incredible. And Tim Duncan, never anything flashy with him, just one of the best players of all time and steeped in the fundamentals. That's why he was called the Big Fundamental. Of the 17% of you who got eliminated on that one, over half of you coming back in, and it's fundamental that if you don't rejoin, you stick around and play for bonus SBs, whatever you're comfortable with. If you don't want to spend SB to come back in, keep earning the bonus SB and leave ahead. All right, let's move on now to question number 7. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is, Q7. Barrett Eugene Hansen is better known by what stage name? Is it Elton John, Megan Thee Stallion, or Dr. Demento? He may have mentioned, if you follow us on Twitter, you may have had a little help with this one. You may not know him, but you definitely know some of the comedy music acts he helped to make famous, including Weird Al Yankovic. You can check out Rainn Wilson playing him in the movie. Dr. Demento is his name, the king of novelty records. 79% of you getting that one right. Well done. Not an easy question. By the way, like I mentioned on our Twitter today, we do these facts of the day. Sometimes they're a little hint to the game. Sometimes they're not. Today, it was a hint about Dr. Demento. So if you saw that, you might have had that name fresh in your mind, and hopefully it helped you answer that question. But we had almost half of the people eliminated come back in. We are now on to question number 8. Only 3 questions remain in this game. Let's see how you do with this one. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. The oldest international sporting trophy is given out for what? Is it sailing, tennis, or horse racing? I think Swagit had a hint about this too. We'll see how many of you saw it. The event dates back to 1851, when businessmen from New York sailed a schooner across the Atlantic to win a race around the Isle of Wight, also called the Old Mug. It's best known now as America's Cup, and it's given out for sailing, of course. It is a sailing trophy. Oh my goodness, 36% of you getting that one right. That means that was a brutal question. Those show up on Thursdays with a little more frequency. 64% of you eliminated, but I'm guessing most of you have not yet rejoined because so many of you kept going and kept getting questions right, and it looks like I am correct. Over half of you coming back in, that number continuing to climb. Yes, oldest international sporting trophy, America's Cup, given out for sailing. How about that? There may be local horse racing trophies that are older, but this is an international sporting trophy. That is the differentiator there as you continue to rejoin. I once went on a sailing trip from the southern New Jersey, like the Jersey Shore area, back to like Delaware in like this little 27-foot boat, and it should have taken less time than it did, but there was no wind, so we just sat in the hot heat with green flies eating us as we slowly made our way. You know, it was an interesting trip and fun. I actually remember it quite fondly. Let's move on to question number 9. See if you remember the answer to it. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Robert Fulton is generally credited with what invention? Is it the sewing machine, the spork, or the steamboat? Robert Fulton, generally credited with what invention? Sewing machine, spork, or steamboat? He wasn't the first to make one, but he was the first to make one that was commercially successful, changing trade in the United States, so he will forever be known as the guy behind the steamboat. Steamboat is the answer. 15,842 of you have made it this far, and you're ready for our final question. But before we get to that final question, you know, we talk about rejoining here and getting free rejoins. Well, I'll tell you what. Next week is a second chance week. That means you're going to earn 3 free rejoins for every game you play. They get credited before the following game begins, so you're always stocked up and ready to go. We do have 5 games next week. We're going to tell you more about that tomorrow. But the Monday game is a Pixar-themed game, so you get 3 free rejoins while answering questions about one of the greatest storytelling companies in the history of everything. Now, before we get to our final question, earn cash back on Walmart purchases and get paid up to 2 days early with the Walmart Money Card. Apply and get approved for the Walmart Money Card to earn 400 SB. It's just that simple. You have to be a U.S. player to take advantage of this opportunity, but please check it out after the game. We've talked about it before. If you didn't do it then, you can do it now, all right? We have 15,978 people in grand prize contention. Over 33,700 of you in total have stuck around to the end, and I got one more bonus SB up for grabs if you can correctly answer question number 10. Here it is. Which of these toys is used to create drawings? Is it Barbie, Spirograph, or Pinky Ball? Which of those do you use to draw things? Barbie, Spirograph, or Pinky Ball? Not all toys need to make noises or be a doll or a truck. Sometimes the best toys inspire creativity in children, like the sets of stencils that we call the Spirograph. Spirograph is the answer. 15,684 of you have made it this far. You have answered that correctly. You have won our grand prize. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Taking home 7 SB in grand prize money, plus the bonus SB you earned along the way. Don't forget about that. CW Freedom, you are free to head to the winner's circle. Congratulations to you. AA Dragon 13, fly and spread the fire of trivia everywhere you go. Congratulations. Downtown Jaguar, you're heading to the winner's circle with much speed. And Glitter Sprinkle 4, congratulations to every single one of our grand prize winners. And congratulations to those of you who earned bonus SB and claimed them at the end, because you have more in your account now than you did when the game started. Plus, you're entered into a drawing to win 500 SB. That makes you a winner in my book. And by the way, now that you have all these new SB in your account, you know what to do with them. Redeem them for PayPal cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Great job all week long, but come back early tomorrow for our Friday Flash game. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific Time. Thank you for playing Swagbucks Live, and we will see you all tomorrow, my friends.